Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 27 of the Tranmere Rovers Road to Glory. Fumbled through that one this time after 27 episodes, fumbled through the intro, but here we are. We are on the final stretch. Today will be maybe a little bit of a shorter episode than in previous ones. Definitely just a few less games than normal. There's only 4 league games in this entire video, which is kind of wild to think. We're only going to be completing 2 months, which don't involve a lot of games today. So we are trying to leave April and May nice and comfortably open to be our finale coming up. Until then, we have FA Cup today to start, so that is going to be exciting to try to make a run in that. Hopefully we can get some good draws in that to be very, let's just say, kind of favorable than in the past when we've had some very tricky openings, especially like Carabao Cup. We keep getting knocked out by some of the most interesting teams that we shouldn't be, but so hopefully we can get some good draws where we can just kind of build up on them and build some leads up and try to make an FA Cup run again this year. So if we win this first game against Exeter, we will hopefully we'll see a couple more in this episode, but if not, well, going to be a finish to the final for the Premier League, which we already sit 5 points in the lead of, so that is promising, also having a 5-point lead. Hopefully we can build up on that today. We got QPR, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Crystal Palace in the league today to go through. So a lot of good games to bring forward. See if we can go back-to-back wins against Arsenal and try to, again, build up that lead. And but right now, I mean, we're looking very promising to have Champions League football again. So hopefully we can maybe make a run in that next year. Unlike last year where we dominated the league phase and then just got crapped on by Real Madrid, having to go against them when they had to go through the playoffs. So hopefully we can finish strong in the Premier League this year. Maybe bring home a trophy. If anything, bring back European football next year and get flying on that. So without further ado, let's send it right into our first game, which is the FA Cup game against Exeter City. Oh, what a steal. And Lancashire's going to get that in very nicely. Like I said, counterattacks all day against this team, and we will be good. And a little happen for Lancashire to make it 2-0 here. 16 minutes in. And Fofana will get his brace. 3-0 here late in the first half. Exactly what we wanted to see from our youngsters getting the play today. Don't have a lot of starters in the squad right now, so and Fofana will get his second goal of the day in the 52nd minute. I think it's going to be a goal parade for this first game. The Cat's going to take it. And Aboleto will get his first goal as a Tranmere Rovers player. Free agent, getting a little time to play today. And Aboleto will get his second goal of the day as well. And that is, I think, where we're going to end it, is 6-0 here. It is indeed 6-0 here in the FA Cup. We will move on to round of 16, I think. Round of 16, I believe. So a good showing by the lads. at home. Gives us a chance. Abeletto with 2 goals today after coming off the bench. Very nice showing for him. Without further ado, let's take it to the QPR game that's coming up next. No, I didn't put yesterday's episode up. And Pierman will score for QPR at the dying whistle of the first half. And otherwise, however you say that, not gonna butcher it. They are up 2-0 against us. This is not what is supposed to be happening against the top team in the league, but here we are. We are losing to the bottom team in the league. That's not good. And Freeman scores a header in the 82nd minute as soon as we got finished making some changes. Going through the... And that is it. We lose 2-1 to QPR. Not what we should be doing at this stage in the season. Losing to the bottom team in the league, but here we are. We have a big game coming up next against Arsenal, so let's try to turn it around. We got some resting between that. Let's get a good rest and try to repeat what we did against Arsenal last time, winning 6-1. What a pass by Earthy. And we will get off to a hot start against Arsenal at home. And Will Lancashire is going to be through again. And that will be 2-0. Tranmere Rovers at home against Arsenal. And Kofane will score for Arsenal to make it a 2-1 game here. Brings it back just a little bit after a rough start for the Gunners. Back to 2-1. Got a game again. And Earthy will not let them savor that goal too much, as he will make it 3-1 in the dying seconds of this first half. And Pasquale will make it 4-1 here in the 80th minute. 23 goals on the season. He continues his high count in the league. And the whistle should blow here. And it is. It may not have been 6-1 this time, but it is still a big win against Arsenal. Back-to-back. 4-1. 10-2 on goal differential against them this season. Tranmere Rovers got better. Arsenal kind of dwindled a little bit this season. Definitely a shift in the powerhouse in the league. A big showing, though, until we get to our big match against Chelsea that is next in the league. There we go. And Pasquale will get us off to a hot start against Chelsea. 5 minutes in. The last couple of games we have been doing really well with that. Getting goals 5 minutes in and getting off to hot starts. Just like we want. We will take that all day. And Collier is going to get through 2 counterattacks, and that leads to 2 goals here in the first 12 minutes of the game. Collier gets his 4th goal of the year. Hasn't been much on the scoring presence this year, but been good to see him still get on the score sheet once in a while. He's been big on the assists. I will say that. He's been big on getting the assists for us. It will be kind of my goal this summer is to get the Wheel of Unfortunate back up for the Siege streams. Pasquale. 3-0. Pasquale will get his 2nd of the game. It's been kind of quiet in recent games, as you can see on those appearances and no goals. But he gets off to a hot start here at Stamford Bridge. Jermaine will make it 4-0. We have never seen any showing like this from a CDM player like this, but Jermaine has been making his presence known on defense and attacking this year. That's totally what should happen there, is he keeps the ball. And Fofana will make it 5-0. No whistle. All right, we gotta finish it out here, it looks like. Pasquale grabs it. He's gonna kick it. That is gonna be a 5-0 win against Chelsea. 2 massive wins in a row against top flight teams. That is indeed what the fans should be thinking, as many of them have already left the stadium. What is happening here? We need to do something better next time. Verbruggen will get his 9th clean sheet of the season in the Premier League against Chelsea. Off to Fulham in the FA Cup we go today on this fine hump day. As Earthy gets a chance to go in and start us off strong. A nice goal for Cygnus there. Earthy gets us started 1-0 on it, and it's just really low, but I don't want to like have someone follow and then all of a sudden we're getting our ears blown out. So horrible defending by me, and Fulham will score. Don't know what that was by me, but Fulham will get a goal and make it 1-1 here very shortly after we got a goal. And Du Young will get us our 2nd goal of the game. 2-1 here late in the first half. All right, we need a whistle, but Earthy could just send it away. He makes it 3-1 right at the 75th minute. 2 minutes and 2 goals. Joyce. And Joyce will score to make it 4-1 here in the FA Cup match. Right off the bench, and he makes an impression and gets a goal. And that is going to do it for this game. A 4-1 win against Fulham this time. A good turnaround after our exit in the semis against Fulham last year. We will make it to the quarterfinals for this 3rd year in a row. Hopefully we can keep it going and get back to a final in the FA Cup. But before that, we got Crystal Palace up in the league. So let's send it over there. And Earthy will get us the 1st goal of the game in the 2nd half. It has taken time. It has taken time indeed for both squad sides to get something going, and Earthy will get a nice little finesse shot in the corner to get us started here. Oof. And Fofana will finally get his goal. And he will make it 2-0 here late in the game. Just in the style he likes to do. Score late goals for us. Very, very nice. Another 3 points secured for the league. To maybe boost our lead even bigger than the 7 points we currently have. It looks like they're just going to hold on to it here and go until the final whistle here. And there you have it. Kind of a sketchy game for us. Definitely a little sketchy. Not very convincing by Tranmere Rovers this time around, but still, it's a clean sheet for Verbruggen again. He gets to 10 clean sheets on the year. I think that's the first time we've ever hit 10 clean sheets for a goalkeeper this year. 2-0 win. Hopefully that gives us a little more of a lead in the league, and we can move on to our FA Cup match against Aston Villa in the quarterfinals. And Havertz will get the tap in. Horrible defending by me. And Aston Villa will take an early 1-0 lead. The shortest pass. Wow, this game really doesn't want us to win against Aston Villa. And Havertz will go up 2-0. We cannot pass the ball to save our life against Aston Villa right now. Collier will get one back at the end of the half. He will make it 2-1. Garcia. Great turnover for Garcia, and Collier will get us the second goal of the game to make it 2-2 with a double. De Jong, and De Jong in the 89th minute will get us the late lead after being down a man the entire game. Oh my goodness, that was a fight and a half. The game is not quite over, but after going down 2-0 in this, being down a man, and to turn it around and go up 3-2 is huge. De Jong with a great dribble there around the defenders. Oh my God, game. What kind of pass is that? That was a simple pass, dude. Alright, well, it doesn't matter. That's a 3-2 win to get back to the semis in the FA Cup. Back to Wembley we go. Didn't know if it was going to be possible when we went down, go down one man when Earthy had a bad tackle. Still can't believe we actually fought all the way back in that game and made it 3-2 with a win from De Jong late in the game. We will take that all day. On to the recap we go. Alrighty, everybody. Here's our recap for today's episode. It was successful for all but one game. We did lose our first game. We did finally lose a league game. First time since Man United, which is in episode 25. So we went a whole episode without a loss in the league, and now we've faced our first loss since, and it was against bottom barrel feeders QPR, bottom of the league, and we gave them a win. So that's tough. I think that bumped us down to like 2-point lead again after that loss, and then winning against Arsenal and Chelsea built up our lead back to that 5-point lead, which was very nice. And then we barely squeezed past Crystal Palace, which I was a little worried about at one point. But we end up getting out of that game handedly, so that's good. With that, however, FA Cup, we played 3 games in the FA Cup this stream, which is probably the most we've had ever in one episode to have that many FA Cup games. Exeter obviously was the easy 6-0 win. Fulham was kind of interesting off the rip. We were kind of struggling out of the gate, but then we bounced back with a good 4-1 win against them. And then Aston Villa. What a way to end the episode, with a battle to the absolute finish where we just, who knows what we're going to do. I mean, we made a really bad tackle with Earthy. I don't know if my finger slipped or if I was just thinking I was going to do something, but we slid tackled instead and got a straight red card. So Earthy got his first red card for us, and I think that's only like our second ever red card ever in a match. So wasn't really great to start with that 1-0 down, and then they went up 2-0, and I'm like, really, this is how we're going to get knocked out of the FA Cup, is having a red card and just imploding in the first like 15 minutes of this game. But we made the historical turnaround, Collier getting 2 goals, and then Du Young sealing the deal for us, taking that 3-2 lead and giving us that possibility to make it to another final. So we will have an FA Cup game next stream that will have both will be at Wembley again. Won't be against Fulham. It will be against Wolves. So we have played Wolves a couple times at Wembley. We'll see if we can keep our streak alive against them at Wembley, beating them and trying to get to a final that will either be against our rivals Everton, our Liverpool rival neighbors, or against Man United, who are trying to fight, I guess, for the league title against us. But it is what it is. So yeah, league, we sit 7 points ahead. We do have a game in hand though over Man United, so if we did win that game, we would go 10 points in the lead. So we're 7 ahead, but I guess projected 10-point lead. The projected 10-point lead could be 8 points, could be still 7. So we are sitting in a very, very nice spot. Above that, we've had a few signings, and on that side, really just some re-signings of a few guys. So nothing too sporadic or crazy, but yeah. That's kind of it. That's all I really got today. I mean, it's just kind of been games, getting through these games and playing those. So we did that. I think we're successful with that. So we're gonna move on from there. So thank you everyone for coming through, watching today. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want to watch the lives, we live stream on Twitch. We got all the fun stuff on Twitch, so go follow that as well. But if you like watching streams on YouTube, we have them on there too. So it's nice to have them on both. We do get some traffic from both sides, which is cool to see, nice to see. So yeah, I got to build up the YouTube side a little bit. I've kind of been lazy about that, so it's kind of been maybe boring on that side, just kind of watching. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, it's been great. So great, excited to see what we can do. Season finale coming up. I'm excited to get through season 7 finale. We'll get season 8 started on Monday, and then from there we'll kind of be hit or miss, kind of keeping tabs on weather as of now and kind of see what we've got going for ourselves. Might be playing Wednesday a little bit. I think we'll try to, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, certainly try to stream, and then Tuesday, Thursdays can kind of be my golfing days right now. And then once summer kind of hits and work hits, we'll figure that all out. But I think we can get through season 8 here in the next couple weeks, and maybe that's where we end it. So until then, everyone, have a good rest of your day. Thank you for enjoying this episode, and I'll see you all for season 7 finale next episode. Peace.